Brandon Guyer had a really nice career. That might have been one of his biggest moments, probably his biggest moment, a big run-scoring hit in the World Series as an Indian back in the day. That set up, of course, the Rajay Davis homer against Aroldis Chapman that we thought was going to bring a World Series title to Cleveland.
Wow.
Went the other way. Brandon had a really good career, and currently his new career, post-playing days, is as a mental strength coach, focusing on youth softball and baseball players and the mental approach to the game. Brandon joins us this morning. Good morning, Brandon. Good to see you, man.
Good morning, y'all. Appreciate you having me. I wasn't on when I played, but hey, if I can get on right now, it's awesome.
Wait a minute.
We never had you on the air?
Come on, really?
Holy moly.
Nope. Hey, I'm on now, though. That's all that matters.
We're going to fix that right now. Look, we've read your materials here. This is really an interesting thing that you've got going that's helping a lot of youth athletes, and it's an online course. It's specifically 8 weeks. Walk us through what somebody would go through with you if they signed up.
Yeah. So basically, 8-week online program. So what I like to say is, throughout my career, went through the gauntlet. Any mental or physical obstacles you can think of. When it comes to the mental side, fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, fear of being embarrassed, fear of not being perfect, worry, doubt, stress, performance anxiety. I dealt with the yips kind of on and off throughout my career, and 6 surgeries, got hit all the time, earned the nickname La Piñata. So it came with a lot of pain and physical injuries as well. So I've been through the gauntlet, and it's blessed me with what I believe is the wisdom and the platform and a system that can empower athletes with the mindset to really help them show up at their best more and more consistently. So with the 8 weeks on Thursdays live, which starts tonight, go over one of the 8 milestones. And then on Sundays, joined by former teammates and coaches. So this class, we have Joe Madden, Michael Brantley, Jan Gomes, Chris Taylor, and then Jenny Finch joining us on Sundays just to interact with them, find out what makes them tick, what makes them great. So basically they come through, and what I believe are the 4 things that hold players back the most: fear, inability to handle adversity, lack of routines, and lack of self-discipline. So help them become great at handling failure, become more disciplined than ever, so they do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. And the worse things are going, the more committed they are. And then their life changes on and off the field, because I strongly believe that the same skills, tools, and character and overall mindset that's going to help them thrive off the field will then in turn help them perform at a high level on the field. So that's what it's all about, all in with this stuff, and absolutely loving it. So that's a quick snapshot of what got me here and what we're doing now with Major League Mindset.
Wow, that's really interesting. I always thought that and felt like baseball is a metaphor for life, right? You're going to have some ups, you're going to have some downs, you got to stay even keel. Sounds like a lot of what you're teaching. Let me ask you this, though. When did this become a thought to put this all together for you?
Yeah, you're spot on with that. So basically, my first 3 years at Herndon High School in Northern Virginia, I like to say I was a below average baseball player. As a junior, I hit 270. So towards the end of that year, I had 0 scholarships. Towards the end of that season, I thought that it was the mental side holding me back more than anything. So I dove into the mental side of the game. Flash forward senior year, went off, basically felt like I unlocked all of those physical skills that were just lying dormant inside of me. And then went to the University of Virginia. And ever since then, I saw how it changed the trajectory of my life and career and what it has done for many other athletes too. So I knew, when I retired in 2020, I already knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to go about doing it. And that's when Zoom was starting to get bigger. So whether it's the online training, whether it's going around speaking, hosting workshops, that's what I love to do, and that's what I am dedicating my post-playing career to doing. Like I said earlier, empowering these athletes because with the mindset needed for on and off the field, because I think now more than ever it's needed. So, yeah, that's kind of what got me into it, and specifically the one book that really got me into it, Heads Up Baseball by Ken Ravizza, as I'm sure you all have heard of, and then got to work with him in Tampa Bay when he was a sports psychologist there. So that's really kind of what got me into the mental side of the game.
Yeah, he's a big Joe Madden guy. I know it. And as you played for Joe, you're aware of that very much. So let me ask you this, too. In terms of like a practical application of some of these philosophies that you're teaching amateur players, when the lights get brighter, and you know this better than anybody, having played in the World Series, that's when a lot of people just freak out, right? So when you played in the World Series, was it a different process that you put yourself through to prepare for those 7 games? And is that a part of your curriculum for your kids?
Yeah, great question. So basically, I just did what I was doing throughout my career, maybe to another level. Quick backstory. I had never faced Aroldis Chapman heading into that World Series. So when we found out we were playing the Cubs, visualization was always huge for me, especially not playing every day, trying to get mental reps since I'm not playing on a daily basis. So visualized hundreds at bats against Aroldis Chapman, being that I never faced him. So then, bottom of the eighth, game 7, 2 outs, biggest at bat of my career. I get up there, it's like, whoa, I've been here before. So I get down 0-2, work it back to 3-2, then hit that double. One thing I didn't visualize was my man Rajay Davis hitting a bomb the next at bat and tying it. But it was, the visualization, and then in those big moments, nerves, heart rate increasing, anxiety. It's normal. Doesn't mean something's wrong with you. So helping them get across that feeling in your body, a high arousal, you're excited. It's not something's wrong. When I was younger, I was like, man, why am I nervous right now? And get tense and tight. So helping them approach it by saying, I'm excited. And then 3 words that really help athletes stepping outside of that comfort zone when they're approaching adversity, when they have fear or anxiety. 3 words. I have it written on this wristband that I give to all the players. Bring it on. Bring it on. This is what I train for. I want this moment. And then what happens? You're free and loose. You're not tense and tight. Doesn't mean you're going to have success, but it means that they're putting themselves in the best position to succeed. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for as a player, putting yourself in the best position to succeed, to compete with all you've got every single pitch. So those are just a couple of the tools, but we obviously go way in depth of, set routines that really stack the odds in their favor and help them gain that competitive edge. And then quickly bounce back, not if, but when adversity hits. That downward spiral starts to happen. Okay, the best of the best they don't not get knocked down. They do, but they bounce back quicker. So that's another tool that we really go over, tools to help them bounce back quicker and bounce back stronger than ever. Literally fall, learn, rise stronger than ever with a win or learn mindset. So just a couple things right there.
Yeah, the mental skills thing has come so far. We're a generation of apart from playing. And for us, one of the big things was back of the yard, bases loaded, 9th inning. Those little games you play with yourself actually get you into a frame of, hey, this is what I've been talking about my whole life. Here it is. And you're talking about different tools as well. I want to hit you with this. Win reality. You see the commercial, and I've been in the simulator, and it looks like it's a real pitcher, and you get those ABs, and it's amazing to be able to do that. You were talking earlier about being able to visualize facing Chapman before. I just think the tools now that guys can have, watching video, being able to hop in a simulator like Win Reality does, are such huge advantages. And do you look at those as pluses from the mental side of preparation? Do you look at that as a tool you might use down the road?
For sure. I mean, as you know, preparation builds confidence. There's other ways to go about confidence by just becoming great at handling failure and doing what you said you would do, whether you feel like it or not. That's how confidence is everything in sports. So building that confidence up. And for the preparation side of it, Win Reality, yeah, that's going to help. You're getting more reps. And when it comes to visualization, not just Win Reality, science has proven that what you vividly imagine to your brain is the same exact thing as what you physically do. So someone who's injured, someone who's not playing every day, someone who might be a platoon hitter like I was a little bit, you're getting reps, and it's the same thing to your brain. And everything happens twice, first in our mind and then second in real life. So Win Reality, visualization. I went to a local facility in Northern Virginia the other day called the Ballpark Loudon. They actually have cages where it's a big screen and you see a pitcher pitching, and then after he releases it, it comes out of a hole. It's almost like Topgolf for baseball. Never seen anything like it. So that's just another version of how you can prepare to another level to build that confidence. So yeah, spot on. I totally agree.
Hey, Brandon, we appreciate your time, man. Thanks for coming on, sharing this with us. We've had the website up on the screen the entire time. So for folks that are interested in Brandon's 8-week course, you can go to brandonguyer.com, GUYER.com.
Hey, Brandon, guys are playing to their 40s now. They're giving contracts to their 40s. You're too young to be sitting at home at a desk.
Oh man, I know. I think I could still get back out there, but like I said, I'm having so much fun doing this. And then before we go, Can you tell my man Sean Casey to stop blaming his bad sleep on his dog for me?
We will
So
pass
we
that along.
trade him, Brian Johnson, who runs a company called Heroic, and Sean Casey and I, we trade scores and hold each other accountable with our Aura ring every day. Yesterday, he showed a video with his dog, blaming his dog for waking him up in the bad sleep he had. So
We talking about Brian Johnson, the ex-Giant, or Brian Johnson, the AC/DC guy?
There's a lot of Brian Johnsons out there. Even I think the Liver King was named Brian Johnson. But no, Brian Johnson, philosopher, runs a company called Heroic.
Got it. Hey, Brandon,
Love
thanks,
it,
man.
man.